Hi, this is Vivian Chen of The Careerist. Today I'm joined by Jeff Lowe of Major Lindsey Africa. Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
I understand you've come out with some research about Lateral Partners.
We have. We just launched our third Lateral Partner Satisfaction Survey, which is really the only thing that gets partners to talk about the lateral partner hiring process and the integration process as well.
So what did you find out in this round?
Well, we found that, generally speaking, lawyers who move laterally are generally pretty happy with their move, although there are some things they could be doing better as part of their lateral search process.
Such as?
Well, you'd be surprised how little information the typical partner gets from the firm that he or she is moving to. In fact, we discovered that less than 40% actually even bother to look at the partnership agreement of the firm that they're joining.
Why are lawyers shy about doing their own due diligence?
It's pretty ironic. You'd think lawyers, if anybody, would be the most diligent about pursuing things that are really very important to the search process. But for whatever reason, and this is also consistent with the results that we had over the prior two surveys, for some reason they just don't.
So what should they be asking?
Well, I think now more than ever they'd want to be very interested in firm financials.
Okay.
Again, a small percentage of partners who are actually making the move are asking to look at the firm financial statements. And I think part of that's because many lawyers are lawyers because they're really not that comfortable with financial statements. So if I were moving today, I'd really want to have a sound understanding of just how strong the firm's finances are.
But you mentioned that most of the lateral partners are pretty satisfied with their moves.
They are.
What are they moving for?
Well, you know, it's funny because I think a lot of people would expect that answer would be compensation. And over the three surveys we found, compensation is not the main driver. The main driver typically is culture and platform, old-fashioned concepts.
Well, let's talk a little bit about numbers. I mean, what kind of business, what level of business should partners have in order to be movable?
Right. I think it really depends on the city that they're practicing in. For a city like New York, you know, a big book would be considered something maybe $3 million and higher. In Washington, it might be $1.5 million. A smaller city, obviously, the number's smaller. But it's not just about the book. You know, we see a lot of partners who are able to move also because they have a particular expertise that a firm's very interested in that will provide a synergy with the firm's existing client base. And those people are also extremely valuable.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today, Jeff.
Thank you for having me.
This is Vivian Chen of The Careerist, and thank you so much for tuning in.